50 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks, 300 bucks for a light for your fish tank? Come on, man, give me a break. What I'm looking for is good, cheap lighting for a fish tank, and what I have found may be the solution for you. It's gonna be for me, I believe, but there's a couple of options here. I was looking out on Amazon for some good lighting for this fish tank here. This light here is pretty good, is good, but I've got me some dwarf baby tears in here. I'll show you those. Just bought me some dwarf baby tears in here, and they need good lighting. So what I'm looking at, I did have this light on here, which is pretty good. That light is a Nicrew high output light. It says good for plants, and it did start, these plants did start growing a little bit with those lights, but I need some really good lights for those plants. So I've done some interesting research. That light's, like I said, pretty good. I could have kept that on there, and I'll put a link in the description below for that light. That's a good light, good medium light, low light for low to medium light plants, I would say. I've got some Java fern in there. I'll show you that. That's low light plants. Got some anubias. I got a whole bunch of low light plants in that tank, but for this tank here, what I'm going to do is I can't afford the crazy expensive lights that I'm seeing out there for plants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a DIY solution, right? So I need a light fixture. So what I did is I went out and bought this Fluker's Deluxe clamp lamp. Okay, this can handle 75 watts of incandescent light. So now with the LED lights, and we're talking about good quality lights. I guess I shouldn't say good cheap lighting, I should say great inexpensive lighting or whatever. But what I did is I went out and bought these LED bright sticks from GE. They output 1600 lumens, which is real good. That light right there on the top, that's like 1160, we'll just call it 1200, but this is 1600 for each bulb, and this comes in a 2-pack, and I'll put all this stuff in the description below. This is also a 5000 Kelvin rating light, so that means it's kind of a daylight type light, daylight to full sun, right? 5000 to 6500 is full sun considered. Okay, so full sun is good for me. So what I'm going to do is we're going to open this thing up here, this clamp right here, this light fixture. We're going to create our own light. How about that? All right, let's unbox this thing. So this thing comes with the clamp here. Deluxe clamp lamp. I guess this is the lamp. And this is the clamp. And let's see here. So here's the hardware for it. Let's see, so I imagine this clamps on here, and we put this here. So let's attach this here, but we're not going to attach it too hard because we may need to adjust it. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. I reckon that's how you do it. Yep, like that. Okay, clamp it in. Leave it a little loose for now so I can adjust how I want to put it on the fish tank. Alright, maybe a little tighter. Yeah, just a tad. Okay, make it strong enough but not too strong. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's put a bulb in. Now, this is what the bulb looks like, right there. It's plastic. Now what I did over here is I actually used one of these bulbs on this light here. This is how I know this is a good bulb, right? I'm trying to grow some dwarf baby tears on land there. Not gonna know if that's successful or not, but that'll be a different video. But that light, look at that. That light is pretty dang bright right there. That's how I am going to test my theory on the aquarium. But what I did there is I actually cut the tip. I drilled the tip off with the Dremel, but you can, I imagine you can cut it off maybe with some box cutter or something, but I cut that tip off, and inside there, I'll show you what it looks like. Inside there are, and this is cool, there's some LEDs right there. There's a whole bunch of LEDs, maybe 20 or 30 in there, something like that. LEDs in there that just shoot out the light. Shoot out the light, and we'll try it both ways. How about that today? We'll have us a good old experiment today. Let's see here. So back to this, I'm going to put this bulb in here. And let me tell you the prices on these here. This thing here was only like less than $7, this whole thing right here. Less than $7. It was like $6.74 on Amazon, something like that. I don't remember. I wrote it down. Let's see here. It was $6.74, so we're calling it $7. This 2-pack of lights was $17. So what are we talking? 24 bucks, something like that. But remember, 2-packs, so you can have 2 of these with this 2-pack for like what, around $31, something like that. Anyway, enough math for today. Let's go ahead and attach this. I'm going to attach this to the side of the aquarium like this. Plug it in, and I need 2 hands for that. Okay. And you can put it on some kind of stand or something, but for now I'm just going to test the lighting. Okay. And I could hang it on the back too and face it forward. Alright, so I got that clamped onto the back, so all you do here, how to clamp it, is you hold this clamp like this, and you just squeeze that right there, and clamp it on, and this thing swivels right there, so you can adjust the light however you want it. So let's clamp it on there, right there, for now. Let's see what it looks like. And we'll twist it. You can twist it like that. Aim it kind of in the middle, and I could move the power filter over, put this thing in the center, but we're just going to see what it looks like. Whoa, it's pretty dang bright there. Okay, bright compared to that one. This one looks a little more yellowish. Sure is bright though. That is that one. Still this looks more yellowish. The light seems like it is brighter on the rocks where it's hitting. Of course, I've got floating plants here, but we'll not count that. So this is a good light right here. But remember that we have 2 bulbs and 2 fixtures. So what I'm going to do, for the same price, right? For the same price, basically, this silver one costs more than this black one. I like this black one. It goes with the trim, but I mean, it doesn't matter, whatever you guys like. I'm going to put both these lights on there just to see. Okay, that's going with double light. Let's see here. And these guys, they also sell a double hood, so you know, if you wanted to, you can put both of these into one hood, but I wasn't sure how good this would work out. But looks like, okay, with 2 lights, and that's going to be, what did I say, each light is 16 lumens, but this one has that bulb cut out. I don't know if it makes any difference. It looks like it's stronger. Let's see here. There's the one. There's the other. Can't really tell. I don't know. But there's that one with that single light. There's this one. This one is definitely brighter. Definitely more yellower, but definitely brighter. So I might go with the double hood here. I don't know how much that is. I can't imagine it's too much. The double hood, and I might cut off, or might not. I mean, I don't don't know, I mean that white part at the bottom that I showed you before might diffuse some of the light, so I just wanted it to shoot straight out. And of course this silver clamp doesn't adjust as well. Look at that, that is super bright, holy cow. So what I'm going to do, that is definitely, obviously it's going to be brighter. There's a lot more lumens. Lumens are how intense the bright light is. The Kelvin is what color of the light. So this, I imagine, is maybe a 65 Kelvin. I'm not real sure. I'll have to look. Let's just say that, because I mean, obviously this is yellower, but it's brighter for sure, both of them. So I would say going with both the lights, if you had both two of these. Here, let's look real quick. So I found a Reptizoo dual light fixture, but that's like 39 bucks. So I'm gonna stick with two of these. So that comes to about $31 with the 7 bucks each, 14 plus 17, right? It's like 31, 32 bucks. But that looks really good, and you can kind of tell, and you can tell more over here how bright that is right there compared to that. I mean, it looks a whole lot brighter right there. There's a dual shot there. So you can see that the plants on the bottom compared to that, see that? That's what I'm looking at right there, how much the bottom plants are getting light. So, and keep in mind too that these have floating plants, and I don't believe those do. If they do, these have a lot more. But look at that bottom there. That's where all the light is. There's not much light getting there. Super bright, kind of bright. That's with the two lights. If I'm gonna go with two of those, 31 bucks, man, right? Okay, so that is a great solution. 31 bucks for two of those plus the light bulbs. Super bright, gonna hit everything. And this is just a 10-gallon tank, but I would think that this would be good for a 10-gallon if I put it in the middle, maybe, or a little bit higher by itself. But since the cost is only 7 bucks more, I'm definitely going to go with two. I'd still, I mean, this is a good light right here. I'd still recommend this light too if you just have low light plants like Anubias, Java Fern, Val, that kind of thing, Java Moss. That is just fine with this, but I need super bright lights for this guy here, the dwarf baby tears. And you can see that he's starting to grow already, getting those sprouts out. And even right there too, starting to turn green. So I want him to do good. That's the first time actually I've had dwarf baby tears, because I've always been scared that everyone says you need super bright light. So hey, super bright light. They say you need CO2, but I'm going to put in CO2 supplement. I'm not going to actually set up a CO2 system because I don't want to, but we will see. So that is an experiment there, and it looks like, I mean, just with this light, it was growing pretty decent, at least started growing, right? So it's not dying, so that's a thumbs up. But man, this thing is bright here. I'm gonna have to adjust that a little bit down, and I'll do the same when I get the other one, because I'm not gonna mismatch those. I'm gonna put that back over there with the plants, and we'll go from there. So yeah, you see that in the background? Boom, that's bright, super bright. Okay, so you have two options, right? You've got for fish tank light for plants, for good cheap lighting for fish tank, the best cheap lights for fish tank, whatever you want to call it. Either that plant light right there, which is pretty good for low light plants, or this double light system here, I guess we'll call it the DIY inexpensive LED light system for a fish tank. I don't know which one to call it. But anyway, that thing right there that I showed you, and you can see how bright that thing is. That's a good way. 30 bucks, around 31, whatever it is, and 30 bucks. So both of those, you know, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Think it might work out. I'm gonna give it a shot and see. And I'll definitely follow up with you guys and see how that works out. and leave me a comment what lights you use to grow your plants, or if you have plants, or what lights you use just in your regular fish tank. I need good lights for plants because I have plants in all these tanks. Like this video, and thank you so much. I don't thank you guys enough for watching. Leave me a comment, anything fish related, and join the newsletter. I'm going to put a newsletter together. It might not be up by the time you watch this, but tropicalfishguide.com/sign up. Sign up for the newsletter. It'll give you tips and tricks and all this stuff, links to these cool products and stuff. Share this with someone who needs good lighting for cheap. Yeah, so thanks a lot. And as always, happy fish keeping. Peace.